Hello there, Year 3. How are you today? Welcome to your RA lesson all about what do we know about Jesus. So today we're going to be thinking about looking at pictures of Jesus that tell us about people's personal beliefs about him. Now, if we recap about last week, do you remember we were told that there was no pictures of Jesus until 150 years after he died? And it was all based on stories that people had told about Jesus and their personal views. So it depended on where in the world they lived, depended on what they thought Jesus looked like. I really loved looking at all of your pictures of Jesus. They were fantastic. Now, let's get on with today's lesson. So, here's Jesus, and he says, "Hi, I'm Jesus. No one knows quite what I look like because I lived so long ago, and no one described my physical appearance in the Bible. Have a look at these pictures of me, and what do you think the artist thinks of me? What are they trying to say that I am like?" So what we're going to be doing here, children, is we're going to be a little bit like a detective. We're going to be using our inference skills because we're going to be looking at the picture and trying to work out what the artist was telling us about Jesus. Because remember, we don't actually know what Jesus looked like. So we need to be looking at what was the artist trying to say about Jesus? What was his characteristics? What was his personality like? That's what the artist is trying to get across in these pictures. Are you ready? Let's have a look at them. So here's a picture of Jesus, and he's got a child that he's hugging, and he's putting his hand out to another child. What does that tell us about Jesus? What kind of person is he? Pause the video here. Have a chat with the person in the room about what kind of characteristic this is portraying of Jesus. Welcome back. What did you think? I thought that this was showing that Jesus is very kind and caring. And the artist is trying to show that he's kind and caring towards children. He's a very calm person, and he wants to look after and care for children. So it's telling me here that Jesus is a kind, caring, and calm person. Should we move on to another one? What about this one here? What does this picture tell you about Jesus? Pause the video here. Have a chat with the person in the room. Welcome back. What did you think? Well, I look at Jesus, he's sitting here on a mountain and he's talking to people. But they're not just having a chat. And I can tell they're not just having a chat because the people are all sitting around Jesus and they're all focused on him. They're all looking at him. So that tells me that Jesus is teaching them something. He's telling them something really important. So that tells me that Jesus was a teacher and he was a role model. People looked up to Jesus. People looked to Jesus for guidance. People wanted to know what he had to say because they had value in what he had to say. They thought he was really important. So here I think that the artist is trying to show that Jesus was important. He was a teacher, a role model, and people looked up to him. People wanted to know what he had to say. Let's move on to another one. Oh, what's happening here? Let's pause the video and talk about that picture. Welcome back. Well, I can see here there's lots of people around, and these people don't look very well. They look a little bit poorly, don't they? What do you think Jesus is trying to do here? I think he might be trying to help people. Some people think that Jesus tried to heal them and he made them better with his healing hands. I wonder if that's what he's trying to do here. The lady at the front there, she looks very, very poorly, doesn't she? So I wonder if he is trying to help them and heal them. Whether he's trying to perform miracles to make them better again. So here, I think the artist is trying to tell us that Jesus was a healing person. And do you remember before we said that he was kind and caring? I think those are the characteristics that are coming through too here. But also it tells me that Jesus is very important. They are making out that in this picture that Jesus is really important. He is the person that will heal those people who are poorly in the picture. Let's move on. Oh, similar to the last picture, isn't it? What do you think here? Pause the video, have a chat with the person in the room. Welcome back. So what I notice here is this lady, I don't think she's dead. I think she might be just asleep, or maybe she's just very poorly as well. And Jesus has come in to take care of her, to maybe look after her, to maybe try and heal her and make her better. And I can see that he is standing next to her and everybody else is standing away from him. That tells me that they really value and put Jesus as a very important person. Jesus is the person that has come in to heal this lady. Jesus is holding her hand, isn't he? And maybe he's trying to comfort her and make her feel at ease and calm. The same characteristics I've noticed, children, are coming through in each of the pictures. Do you notice that too? So each picture, similar characteristics are coming through. He's calm, he's caring, he's kind, he's thoughtful, he wants to help people, people look up to him, people value what he's saying, people value what he's doing. For me, this is telling me that Jesus was a very important person. What about this one here? He's sailing through the seas. Now, again, everybody's looking to Jesus, but Jesus is standing up. He is tall and he is strong. Now, when I look at the picture here, those waves look very, very scary. They're quite high, aren't they? Which tells me that they're on a very stormy sea. The men in the boat look quite frightened, but Jesus doesn't look frightened. He looks strong. And again, he looks calm. Do you remember we used that word before, calm? And it looks like Jesus is standing very strong and calm, and he's guiding the boat through the rough sea. And again, people are looking to him. They're looking at Jesus. They're looking up to him. They value what he is saying and they value what he's doing. They're looking to him as their role model. Well done. What about this one here? Here, it looks like Jesus is standing on the water. What do you think about this picture? Have a chat with the person in the room. Okay, I can see that it's very dark in this picture, but Jesus, who is standing on the water, is glowing. It's as if he's guiding the people. It's as if he wants to make sure that they know where they're going. Excuse me. Sorry. So he's trying to guide them. He's trying to say, come this way, I will help you. Again, it goes back to that Jesus is a role model. Jesus is a leader. He's helpful. He is trying to make sure that the people are safe and they are not going to get hurt in the water. If I look at all of the people's faces, they are all looking towards Jesus. He is their guide and he wants to make sure that they are safe. Now, what about this picture here? This looks like a young boy. It doesn't look like all the other pictures we have of Jesus, does it? To pause the video here, have a chat about this picture. Welcome back. What do you think? He's holding his hand up in the air. I'm not sure if he's dropping something or he's just holding it up to maybe hold something in his hand above the man's head. Now these men here, they look a little bit old, don't they? The one man is cupping his ear. Maybe he can't hear that well. But it looks like, again, to me, you remember that picture when Jesus was sitting on the mountain and everyone was circled around him, all focused on him? Even here, as he's depicted as a little boy, people are looking up to Jesus. They're looking to him for guidance. Maybe he is preaching to them. Maybe he's telling them the word of God. Maybe he's wanting to spread the word of God to them. Maybe he's trying to heal them. Maybe he just wants to help them. But again, they are all there looking. This picture, I think, tells me that Jesus, again, is a leader. He's calm, he's kind, and he's helpful. I think that Jesus had really kind eyes. And he's quite thin because he's not greedy. I think he has brown hair and a beard that's really soft. And I think he has tan skin because he lived in a hot country. Do you remember before we said that lots of people said that they had, that Jesus was tall, thin, white with blonde hair, but he lived in a hot country. So we're not sure if that was quite true, but we don't know. What do you think Jesus looked like? How do you think you would portray Jesus? Because you don't know what he looks like because you've never seen him real. So I want you to draw a picture of what you think Jesus's face was like. So underneath the description, you're going to write why you think Jesus looks like this and think about your own personal beliefs of Jesus. So remember, we're thinking about in all of those pictures that it wasn't just what he looked like, what characteristics, what personality did he have? What were people doing when they were looking at Jesus? How was he holding himself? Do you remember in the boat, he was quite strong. People looked to him as a leader. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to have a think about what you think Jesus would look like. What characteristics could you portray in your picture just by his face? Then I've got an extra little piece of work for you. So I'd like you to research the Shroud of Turin. What is it? And why is it significant to Christians? And what's your opinion on it? So I want you to record your answers on the worksheet, okay? So you've got your drawing a picture of Jesus and what you think he looks like, and then researching the Shroud of Turin. I'm really looking forward to seeing your work, Year 3. Have lots of fun doing it. Take care now. Bye-bye.